Hello and welcome back to Odd Ones. This is me and Lara back at you again, and we are going to, I don't know why I'm like doing some old school, like those are old intros that I used to do with like my chefy stuff back in the day. But we're back with more five.
Habits die hard. Is that the term? I've been melding terms together. Like
We need to
phrases.
watch Die Hard. Speaking of which,
Old Bruce Willis was in everything.
I know.
Everything.
We haven't even made it past the intro, and we've
I
already
know.
get ready to get shocked and awed.
I was
Lara.
already ready. That's what got me going.
We are on episode 10
Yeah, I was ready.
of
ready.
the love languages.
I don't remember 9.
I just edited it
I know.
and I remember it just because we recorded it. A lot of did-it-its in there. Lara, if you could bring your mic down so whenever we go to make a thumbnail. There we go.
Supposed to take a picture before.
I know.
Oh, you had a really good picture. Like a thumbnail idea.
Oh, that's for the other video. That's
Yeah.
already posted.
Yeah, but we're going to redo it. I like that picture idea.
Okay.
All right. Anyway.
Y'all will probably see that later on the speak don't or listen don't speak thing video.
We put those words in so many orders.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and all that good jazz.
Hit the bell.
Yep. And let's get into it.
Seeing the bell though.
It's there.
But I was on our channel earlier.
Were you?
So do you hit the bell and it goes away?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't think so because they have 3 options. I saw it earlier.
Yeah. I didn't.
Yep.
We're gonna have to do a whole screen record of the bell.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna make a TikTok about where and how you can find the bell.
You know, the really cool videos where they like zoom into somebody doing something where it's like click, click, the like, and then the bell. I want to do that.
Okay.
Me? Go.
Yep.
Okay. So we are on the 3rd, 4th, I don't know anymore. 4th love language, which is gift giving, which happens to be both of our least favorite.
Yep. Not the giving gifts, but receiving gifts.
That
me.
One. Yeah.
Yep.
I love to give gifts. I'm a feeder. 10 of 10.
Yeah. Not only with food, but habits too.
Oh, for sure. Like if my brain immediately went to the no spot. So crack. So
Oh, okay.
You are like when you get in a hyperfixation, I find myself like, oh, yes. What do you want? If it's in the card, I'll get that. Do we have money? No, but I'll do that for you. It's probably a blend of manic and just liking you to be happy.
Yeah, probably both of those.
So first bullet point.
Gifts I was afraid you weren't going to get back to that because you put the paper down.
No, I was ready. Gifts don't have to be expensive as long as they mean something to the person you're giving it to, and you put thought into it.
What does it say?
Shot.
Short. As long as you put short in it.
I knew what you meant, though.
I mean, both are good. You can put a shot in something, and it's still good.
I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what a shot is, though. It's not SHOT. It's SHOUT.
Shout. Anyway, it was a miss.
Yeah, I knew. Thought.
So read it again. We got off on
Gifts don't have to be expensive as long as they mean something to the person you're giving it to, and you put thought into it. I
feel like with the gift giving parts, the only thing that we can do is give ideas because it's pretty self-explanatory. Pretty much, it's like kind of just hang out with the person. And over time, you'll figure out what they enjoy and what they like. You know, if somebody likes fishing, you'll find out that they like fishing. If somebody likes Beyblades, you might find that out at some point.
Or a guitar that just happens to come back in stock.
Yeah, man, that one's nice. It
I have
reminds me of James Hetfield.
This time with that. Like, I know it's not healthy, but I don't really know. I don't know why I do it. I don't understand.
I just don't know where you're getting money.
Anytime. Thank you.
You're selling pictures of your feet or something.
I wish I could. You have to advertise. Anyway.
Something.
$5.
Get out of here. I gotta blur that. Put a black bar over it.
Anyway, just give me a big toe in there. No, anytime I have extra money, like, well, it's really my grandma. or I get change back or something like that. I just stock it away, and that's where the
Give some context there, because it just sounds like you're, like, going over there and stealing from your grandma or something, or, like, mooching off of her.
does it?
Not really. I
Oh,
just
okay. Well, I was ready. I
thought
was
it was
ready.
funny.
So my grandma, her love language is gifts in the form of money. I mean, granted, this is going to sound really terrible. She's always been that way. Um, and I every time she tries to give me money for coming over there, I'm like, I'm here because I love you. And then she gets really irate, and then I can see her blood pressure going up. And so I just set it to the side. Sometimes I leave it there.
Yeah.
Most of the time I use it for kids, but you're in a
Sometimes.
sometimes you're on a hyperfixation, and I'm like, "Oh, yes. Yes, make him happy."
So I guess the moral of this bullet point is, just pay attention to what they like and understand that you don't always have to get the most expensive thing in the world to make that person happy. Like I said, I like Beyblade. There's some $30 ones in the cart. I don't expect you to buy those. I
Have I bought 17 of the $15
I
ones or less?
definitely love the little $9 ones. Those are amazing because you get to play a little bit more rough with those. Um, but yeah, I mean, I don't expect you to buy super expensive things for me. Do I like it? Sure, but I at the same time, this is what kind of comes to my mind whenever I think about this. Whenever you're buying me expensive things, it makes me feel guilty because I'm not good at receiving gifts. So this part kind of depends on the person who you're buying for. Like Lyric and Juliet and Aaron might not be too unhappy if you get them expensive gifts. Like if you bought Aaron a new Xbox Series X, he would not be mad at you by any means. Okay. But man, it's so funny. So he just got his job and we went to Walmart and like, he just got his first paycheck and everything, but he's not allowed to have it because we're trying to
Which
make
is really hard.
yeah, but
Yeah,
we're trying to make him save up for a car because he's 16 and he needs to have one and responsibilities. But we go to Walmart and literally everything he's like, "Can I have this?" Okay, put it in the cart. Go ahead. So we bought him a bunch of stuff because I did feel bad. He just got his first paycheck and couldn't have anything. But anyway, getting back to the point, which is for me personally, like whenever you buy expensive things for me, I greatly appreciate it. But there's a lot of times where I feel genuinely bad, like I don't deserve those things.
which is hard because you don't like words and you don't like gifts. And quality time is like the antithesis of anybody who has like a ADHD problem. Though I've gotten better. That
Not
is
really. Not really, because you can okay, we're going back to quality time. We can go kayaking, we can go on a bike, we can go skateboarding. There's a lot of ADHD friendly things that we could do that are still spending time together and relatively cheap.
that's not wrong because like especially in the beginning of our relationship, I would just, hey, you got off work? Come on, let's go.
Yep.
And you would just be there, I would come up with some crazy scheme, and then like as we got old, I need 2 weeks in advance. The short that we did the other day, I need a week in advance, 2 hours, 1 minute,
Yep.
that there's a variation of that. And, we aren't in the same spontaneous place that we were. And also like,
Things are a lot different for us right now because all the kids are here.
yeah.
So,
Like today when you met me at Walmart, I was like, what is happening right now? I'm putting my finger, by the way, on this note so I don't forget. But I am very interested in the rabbit hole. What did you
can
spend your
you
first paycheck
can,
on?
listen to me? Keep your hand exactly like that and lift up the paper and show the camera how your finger is. Please. That's it. Like pick up the paper and show them.
I don't know why.
Okay.
If I leave it there, I'm going to think that's a natural position. I have to make it awkward so I know.
So what did I spend my first
Your
paycheck on?
first paycheck, which is where? Where'd you work?
I worked at Popeyes. I don't remember.
What?
It's been so long. It's been over 15 years.
How
I
old
don't
were you?
remember. Uh 16, 17. So I know you're a young pup who came from a dang household where people were frugal, as you say. So you had to have money.
That's not untrue, but that is not what I was thinking at all.
No.
What I was thinking is, I can't believe you don't remember that. You have like
Oh,
the ironclad memory.
no, I
Your
don't. And
first paycheck, though.
my freaking memory is like a dang sieve.
It is a very inconvenient memory for me, but it's a very convenient memory. And like, I don't know where I was going to go with that, but I'm surprised you don't remember where you spent
If
that.
if it was on anything, it was I do have a story on money from that job. Um,
Well, tell it.
I think my first paycheck probably went to car insurance and just boring stuff, really.
The
Um,
hateful things, the adulting things.
yeah, the worst thing is whenever you freaking get birthday money and it's going straight to insurance and
That's
tag and
adulting.
title and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
Um, to answer your question, or to
That's
tell
what
you,
you want as an adult, though. Like,
that is
please
not
pay
what I
my
want
tax.
at all. Not even a little bit. I don't know. I'm weird about birthday money. Like if I get birthday money, I want it to be directly towards toys and fun stuff. Um,
I have a hard time with that. No, no way.
phones being weird. But anyway, um, so there was one time
At being camp,
that so let me back up. My mom didn't really necessarily believe in banks for a long time. Like she's a hairdresser.
sock money.
She had a lot of tip money and
I get that.
so she wouldn't cash her check at a bank.
She go do it at the corner store.
Yes,
No, I get that.
at the sketchy Lucky Way owned by not so savory people store. Um and for probably 10, 15 years never had a problem with it. She shows me, she's like, "Oh, you might want to get a bank account, but not really. You probably should go here." I go there, cash a check. I'm going, down the road, and I don't know why I went from one store to another, or maybe I went later on that day, but I went to go get gas, and I went in there with $100 bill
Mm-mm.
at 18 years old. Hey, I need gas, and freaking the person's like, "This is fake. This is a fake $100 bill." Police had to come up.
My eyebrows said, "What?" But I already knew what happened.
Yep.
For whatever reason, I didn't know the whole story, but
So the police came and they're like, "Oh yeah, you look like a trustworthy kid, whatever. So we know that you didn't just like print this $100 bill." And I was like, "Well, is anything gonna happen? Like, am I gonna get my money back?" They're like, "Nope."
how hurtful.
Literally, the cops are like, "Nope." And my check was only four
I
hundred
was gonna
dollars.
say that was probably a quarter of your check.
Yeah. So that was pretty
What
bad.
does a trustworthy kid look like, though?
Me,
I mean, what did you
like
look like?
at the time, I was in my Popeyes shirt and pants and
I wish there could have
my
been
little
like a
visor.
scroll where you could like just flash back to you in the visor and the whole
Oh my
outfit.
gosh,
I
it's
have
just me like wearing that same outfit right now.
yeah, yeah. I love
I
you
had that
could do
hat
that.
I had that hat for so long and, like, the visor,
Mhm.
and, it was crunchy,
It was very
and then
crunchy.
somebody made me get rid of it.
That was me, by the way. It it was as crunchy as an extra crispy
It's
Popeyes
just
chicken.
because it was old, that's all.
Mhm. And take a picture of it. My dream would be I should not have drank soda water
We do this every time.
every time. My dream would be that I could take a picture of something that I enjoy that means something to me. Put it in there. But when we were going through your stuff, I said, oops. It's like an old bikini top. That's immediately what I thought of. With women, we have like the elastic stuff
Mhm.
and bikinis. And so, especially if it's like one of those pull things, and the moment that that dies, you do not have any, it's just like a giant, parachute. So,
Yeah, that's kinda how it is with men's underwear too, it's like, one of
have
2.
you had underwear that long that you know that?
Yeah. I mean, I've had underwear where they were just I mean, to put here's PG-13 rating right here, but I had holes where my, like, balls would hang out a little bit just because I was like, "Eh, I don't feel like getting more underwear or whatever."
Thank God for women, right?
Yeah. But, no, I mean, women's underwear, especially briefs, it's kinda like you have 1 or 2 options. Either the latex is gonna go out and your underwear is just gonna fall off, or you're gonna get holes in your underwear.
I don't understand.
The elastic.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I'm tracking now. So
yeah,
this part, the band part,
yeah, the
right?
elastic band. And,
Why would you just buy Marshalls
listen,
gives a
listen,
great deal.
Peter Griffin says it best.
Mhm.
The elastic is still good just because there's a couple holes in it, doesn't mean anything, okay?
Can I can I say what I'm really thinking?
Go on.
There was a pair that you had, and it took me forever.
Oh,
I was
is it
finally
the one
like,
with the transparent butt crack?
10 it was not a transparent butt crack. It was the red band, and I think it was, the and ones, right? So,
I don't know.
oh, I'm telling
You
you,
pay attention to
no,
brands
I'm
more than I
telling
do.
you because you would walk away, and I was like, "That's ass cheek." And I was like, why do I keep first of all,
It's
I do all
it's
of
just a
your
little sneak
laundry,
peek. That's all it
but
is.
I do all of your laundry. I don't know why I kept folding them up and putting them back in
I
there.
listen, it's because subconsciously you wanted to see the cake. That's all it is.
No, I just cut a hole out, but that was something. And
What, you're gonna give me some assless underwear?
I can understand where that came
I
from.
needed a little bit of modesty, okay? That's all it was.
It was like a peep show in a dirty back room. It's like one up top and one down bottom.
What?
I
What does
wasn't gonna
that
say
mean?
I wasn't gonna say what I thought.
Okay.
Did you say hand signals? Yes,
You're
you
throwing
did.
some gang signs. What are you doing?
I can't say that. They all know. If they saw
What are
it.
you, Naruto?
Yes. Um, you really don't remember what you spent. You only remember the trauma of the paycheck, right?
Huh, that was a few paychecks in. And then after that, I got a bank. So,
But you don't remember what you spent your first one on? How
nope.
sad.
I just know that I had my first car by then and probably I think I went to the insurance office that day because my mom was like, you got to get off my insurance.
I'm trying to think of cost of living back then. You had leftover.
Leftover? What the heck are
Mhm.
you talking about?
Like tag, title, insurance out the door.
No,
That's what they
I
had.
had all my stuff. I'm saying that for that car, like my mom bought me a car and then I just needed insurance. I had insurance, but she wanted me off of her insurance because it was too expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause you had
So yeah, I don't know what I spent it on. I don't know, Lara. I don't know what to tell you. It's 15 years ago.
makes me
What do you want from
sad.
me?
No, I want to know.
What did you spend yours on?
A
See?
pair of Hot Topic
Oh yeah, you told
black
me about
flare
this.
leg pants with the fuzzy flames up the side and a shirt that matched that said, "Hey, I'm up here."
Bro,
It was yellow
you
and
wasted your money.
I did spend 50.
Hey, mine's up here, buddy.
I didn't care about the shirt. The pants were like $52.
Yeah, I remember I had some trip pants like that. Not
Oh,
like
they were
that. Not
great.
that
I
tacky.
wanna go buy
Good
'em right
night.
now. I'm not mad at it. I'd wear them right now. Maybe not, but Juliet would wear them.
This whole family would wear them.
I could
Except for
see
me,
it.
I'd be in skinny jeans. Y'all would all have your trip pants. I had trip pants too, but that was whenever I
Trip
was
pants?
in 8th grade. Yeah. Were they not trip pants?
I don't I don't know what that
Like the
means.
baggy pant, like almost bell
Like
bottoms?
JNCOs?
No, not JNCOs. We'll look them up later.
Trip pants.
Trip pants. That's what they were
Like
called.
you trip over them?
That's what all the goths would wear. The black trip pants.
I don't know what trip
Bro.
means, and nobody had those pants or that style.
See, this is where the 7-year age gap comes in.
I was the OG.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I thought you would have known.
And I didn't call them trip pants.
That's what they were. They were like almost bell bottoms. They fit right everywhere. They're not like JNCOs
Nope,
because
that wasn't them.
oh, okay.
They weren't JNCOs, but they were like boot cut, but instead of boot cut, they were like crotch cut. So they like kind of went down.
Yeah, that's
They were
trip
I'm gonna
pants. Did
okay.
you get them from Hot Topic?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trip pants. Absolutely, 100% trip pants.
Make a note, fam. All right.
We'll put a picture of them right here.
I'm gonna go back and look for them.
We're gonna literally whatever you find, there's gonna be an image here of those trip pants because that's
There's
what they are.
3 question marks and what should have been a question mark, but ended up an exclamation point.
It's a kind of
And why is it an exclamation point and the others are marks? That's only
that's
true
the
for the question
exclamation mark.
marks. Do you? Hmm, that's another
It's a
thing.
point. It makes a point. All right,
Anyway,
let's get back on the subject.
well, I wanted to say this because immediately when I talked or when I said that, I was thinking about when we first got together. Oh, I love this. You had made me because we did like online gaming. Not WoW so much, but we did do the Overwatch thing. But you made me a Hearthstone,
Mhm.
right? Oh, I love that. And then
That was terrifying. I'm not even gonna lie. The freaking rock would like start I don't know. I should have been wearing some protective goggles or something.
That makes it even better. And then you also did that painting, which was like, I guess, Pikachu inspired, right? It was orange and black.
That's a fox. It's a fox. I was doing spray paint art at the time. I wasn't good at it, but
You were great at I liked
it
it.
was very abstract.
Anyway, it was those times where you took effort to create something and
Mhm.
give it to me. So the last
And
time
both of them were practically free.
I didn't care how
I
much.
had to buy I'm saying because our subject as a reminder, our subject is it doesn't have to be expensive.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's practically free.
How'd you carve that stone?
I think I had a Dremel. I'm pretty sure I did.
By fucking hand. Just imagine you over there doing
Sounds like
that.
it. And then I
Um,
also, at the time, I was DIYing some like lightsabers and gave them to the kids whenever I met them.
I love that part about you.
I
Um,
need to go back and make some of those. That was cool.
when we first did this series, right? And the whole gift giving came out, I don't know what I said or didn't. This chair like sucks me in. I don't know what I said or did, but you felt like gift giving was something that mattered to me. And it was never about the gift. It was always about you just thinking about me when I wasn't around.
Mhm,
Like, I just want you to consider me instead of, you know, obviously the kids clearly know how to tell you what they want.
mhm,
Or I would, you know, it has come up that if there's a number of hours that elapse, whoop, gone. And I understand that lots of things happen. So when you would leave and you would come back and have something for me, I knew that even though you might have had 100 distractions, like, you know, this is something that this is what I got for you. And you brought me plants.
mhm,
And I love plants, right? But you put notes in it. I
mhm.
didn't care about the plants.
I
I
don't
just cared
remember
about the
notes.
notes. It was so cute.
I know you don't care about the plants because they were sitting out. I'm pretty sure you never put them in the ground and they would just
I
wound up
surely
sticks.
did.
The grapes?
Mhm. Yeah, they're out there now.
I haven't eaten a grape. Not off those vines.
That it was a vine, and it's still really long.
Hmm.
Now,
I'll
the
go check that out tomorrow.
okay. So you have one with the peppers, and then you were talking about your hot wife, and then
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
there was one about tomatoes, talking about my butt, and then there was one you didn't have an analogy for, and you were like, "I don't know, here's a fucking plant." So, that was super cute. I like, you could have left the plants. It was the fact that you took the time to write the notes.
Mhm,
So, ladies and gents, make something. I still have in my desk, even to this day, and I've had like 9 desks
mhm.
since then. I still have the note that you wrote for me on the magnolia styrofoam box when I come in and got breakfast.
Hmm,
Yeah. So,
that's sweet.
gifts don't have to be expensive.
I think I have all the notes you gave me in a little jar. Not the newest ones. I need to put those in there, but
Some of them have water damage, some of them don't.
oh my goodness. I can't help it.
I'm not mad at it.
Mhm,
All right, back on gift giving. It is the easiest love language to learn. You just need to practice.
mhm. Again, this one is extremely tangible because it's literally you have something in your hand that you are giving somebody else. Unlike acts of service where you have something in your hand, but it might not necessarily go directly into the hands of the other person, like washing dishes for your partner. That might not directly, it will directly affect them because they don't have to do the job, but they aren't getting something tangible to hold on to for days, weeks, months to come, you know?
I think that's actually a good point because acts of service is next.
Did we
Mhm.
already do acts of service?
Listen, fam, I thought we were on the fourth one. We're on the third one because we have acts of service and physical touch.
Oh, wow.
I forgot about the intro being an intro. Um, I think there's an expectation, like when it comes to acts of service, I'm just like thinking about the dishes, right?
Mhm,
So you're in there, you're cooking, and then you wash the dishes. And I'm not really, not that I don't notice because I hate dishes. But I'm not really thinking about this as a gift to me.
mhm,
I'm thinking about, well, you You cook clean, man.
Yeah,
Like, not that I'm saying that that's how it should be. I feel like if someone cooks, somebody else should clean, right?
absolutely. That's all fair.
Um, and that's what I try to do. So when you do it, it's like, okay, if that's one less thing I have to do, I'll move on to something else. I need just a water. Um,
I have some drops left over in my cup if you want some.
it's like 16. I wish we could measure those out. Um, when you talk about practice and giving somebody something and it's tangible, I do think that acts of service are tangible,
No, I'm saying they are tangible.
but you
It's
have to
just
pay
like
attention.
there's a degree of tangibility in that where it's like, okay, if I rub your feet, that'll feel good for now. But if I buy you like, I don't know, maybe you're into marbles and I buy you some marbles. Well, you have those marbles for as long
Marbles.
as you don't lose them. You
Too
know what I
late.
mean? Oops.
That was funny. Um,
I was just thinking of things that we're into. Like our
I was just thinking
family,
about the marbles
our
and the irony
family,
of you saying losing my marbles.
our family is apparently from the 1800s, and we play with marbles.
They were great, and apparently I'm good. Um, beginner's luck.
Yeah, just like Pokemon.
Mhm. Oh, I got real mad. Anyway,
This is how we can tell that we're not really into gifts because we're like dancing around this thing.
well, the other thing is you talking about, like, it's something to hold in your hand. Um, I think you said, "I don't really like gifts, it makes me uncomfortable, but if I go to the store, bring me a little surprise." That's literally a gift.
I know.
But it's not me giving the gift because I want to, which I do already. Um, like the other day, I was hanging out with my best friend who
Hmm.
lives way too freaking far away, and we were just right up the road.
Hmm.
And I knew when I was there exactly what I was going to look for.
Yeah,
Beyblades, right? Because that's your hyperfixation. But when I got home, I
it's
tried
not
to
a hyperfixation; it's a lifestyle. Okay.
for now. I'm not mad at it.
No, I'm just remembering. By the way, sometimes the tangents that we get on is because we haven't talked yet today. So this is us actually talking. I stumbled across because, of course, I watched some YouTube videos about Beyblades, and we were just talking about this. Any YouTube thing that you get into eventually will get into drama,
Mhm.
right?
Beyblade drama? Oh,
Bro,
shoot.
no, this was the most innocent drama ever.
Tell me
Kind of.
everything.
It was just, I mean, there's not a lot because there's not a lot of drama with Beyblade, but
But
apparently
if
one
there could
guy,
be any.
one guy goes on there and he's like there's three people, let's say, and two of the three people were like, oh, these two parts are like the best parts in the whole game right now,
Mhm.
and this other guy's like, no, this one is. And he was trolling everybody, not trolling them as in like, haha, I'm gonna get them and make them like think that this is. But he was saying that so he could go into competitions and win competitions because he trolled everybody into thinking that these parts are the best and they weren't.
What's the guy's name who was like, "Oh, I'm really fat, but I'm really not." Can I say that?
Oh, Boogie.
No,
Oh, you're talking about Nikocado Avocado.
that one.
Yep.
That's brilliant.
But
Really.
yeah, I
It's
mean,
poker.
no,
They should play
but the
poker.
bad thing is, literally nobody believed him. Not a single person believed him.
I could hear you crap talking to him right now, like, "No, this is really crap." That's him pulling the ripcord.
But the
Right
guy,
around.
he was like, I can't believe he did this. I was like, bro, you need to get a girlfriend or something. But the funny thing is, one of the top players is a girl. So screw you, neckbeards.
Okay. Um, we'll just put a period at the end of that sentence. Only because I was gonna go on a tangent about putting stuff that like you had a shirt and it was too big,
Yeah.
so I got you a smaller one.
And my thing is, I do appreciate, like I think I said this earlier, I do appreciate the gifts that you get me. I appreciate the cheaper things because I know, generally speaking, that the cheaper things are you've you've thought more about it. Like
Oh,
you're
yes.
actually going out, discovering it yourself, where more expensive things like the guitar. I told you that is what I want. With the Beyblades, it's like, here's a list of Beyblades. If you find them, awesome. And then sometimes you surprise me, like with your trip, but things that I didn't even know they had there. So it's like you surprise me with something that I didn't even know was there. So I think that's why I like smaller gifts and more thoughtful
I don't
gifts.
know if the word or the term smaller gifts then would be appropriate because, like, I know what you're into,
Mhm.
right? And I hadn't thought about this. So I feel like if I went out and got you a pack of Pokemon cards, like, even though I know you like Pokemon and I could get it, maybe it's on sale, never is it on sale. Um, I could get you something and you'd be like, "Oh, that's great," but you wouldn't really utilize it, right?
Mhm.
And even though it's a lifestyle, I understand. But hypothetically, if Beyblades just didn't exist, that's the problem. We should
That's
have done
not a
that
thing.
earlier,
They
right?
never have not existed.
I feel like if you have a significant other and you're in an argument and you can't figure it out, you should just Beyblade.
If you can't
I like
just
that.
if you can't figure it out, just let it rip.
Yeah.
That
And
is
we don't
the
follow our
only
own
thing,
advice, but that is what
because we
you
don't
should
have
do.
it in the bedroom. We need to keep it in the
I'm
bedroom,
not
in the
telling you
middle of the
so.
floor, and,
Bought you a whole second arena.
I know,
That's my
we're gonna go
theater
put it in
again.
there.
Um, but anyway, I think that you saying that there is a whole nother like me coming up with something that you didn't tell me directly,
Mhm,
right? So I'm gonna go with whatever your hyperfixation is or whatever your desire is.
mhm,
Like I understand again, Pokemon, you like that either way, but I don't really know what you have, what you don't have. I can buy you decks all the time, but it wouldn't really be as meaningful as knowing that like you're on the Beyblade X, specifically X. Don't come home with no nothing else 'cause he don't like the burst, he don't like none of that,
yeah,
the X, and then I find something special, well, it may not be cheaper, but I know that you don't have that, and how you remember every single part of that is beyond me. But, like, I also know that you like a specific energy drink, right?
yeah,
Um, I also like to like, for me, the gift of making you coffee that's active
that's the
service,
acts
I
of
guess,
service, yeah,
but writing you a note, that's my gift
yeah.
because
Well that's the acts of service too, because 'cause you're writing a note. It's kind of
you don't
both.
want those.
It's kind of a that's kind of like a hybrid between gift, words of affirmation, and, um, acts of service. What
Sometimes I'm just blowing up your ego.
Yeah,
It's not really like
but
what
what I mean though, in this, and I think what you're getting at is, if you came home with a guitar, would I be happy? Yes, but I would also feel extremely bad because it's like I know our finances and I know that really we're putting ourselves in a pickle. Like there's things that we need more than a guitar. And I also know, um, I don't know. That would be something like if you came home with just a random guitar or something that I didn't specifically like pick out, I would be pretty upset about because it's like we don't have the money for that. So
if I brought the guitar home that you really want, you would be upset for like 3 seconds and you'd be like, "But
I don't
stop."
know the PS5 situation where I was like, I don't really want that because it's too expensive, and then I got upset because of that.
I don't think we're gonna be honest. You didn't get upset because of that. Like,
Mhm.
it was Father's Day. Everybody wanted to get that for you.
Yeah,
And then whatever melodrama I had, it was me. Like, you were fine with it until me.
I don't remember honestly.
It was me. Um, and then
In general, I'm saying like I know there's things like just for an example, with the channel that we should be saving for, and getting a Beyblade here and there is fine. But if you went out and got a $200 guitar versus saving that $200 towards like we need a new MacBook so we can both edit, that I would be I would be mad. Like I wouldn't be mad at you. I would know that your heart's in the right place, but I'd be like,
I played
we
that guitar, but I would not
no,
think that
I
that was
would
the
say
wisest choice.
we probably need to return that probably
Yeah.
because I mean this is really important to.
Move it out of the cart then, please.
I can't. It's in there
No.
because
That's like your wish list.
yeah,
Also, I think that you have to reflect on you as a person. Um, I keep making sure there's no lipstick on my teeth, and I'm pretty sure there's no lipstick on my lips at all. But um,
it's still there a little bit.
so there is an element of gift giving, just like there is any other act, where you're looking to get something out of it, like, I know that I am not really good at quality time. Um, I'm good at physical touch unless I'm feeling insecure. I am definitely good at words of affirmation, but you don't like that at all. Um, I keep forgetting there's 3 on that side. Oop, and acts of service, like, you would take them, but it's not, like, really something you care about.
Hmm. I like your acts of service. I just don't say anything because I'm terrible at words of affirmation. So it's like, but no, I do appreciate the things that you do for me. Like whenever you give me a massage, like that is a huge acts of service for me because my feet hurt.
Right. But I feel like that's what I should do because I'm your wife, you know? I'm
Not everybody thinks that way, and that's why it's acts of service.
and then that makes you wonder is, like, the 5 love languages based on your dynamic or, like, a blanket statement? Because for me, serving you is not an act of service. It's not like me showing you above and beyond
Yeah,
how I
but it's
love
filling
you.
my tank. It's kind of like the five love languages. It's broken into almost two parts, kind of three, because it's like you have the general public, and then the two main important parts that really matter are, you and your partner. So, what are your five love languages? So your partner can do those to you or for you, and then vice versa.
Well, where I was going with the original statement is I think there are times that giving you something is really about not consciously, but probably subconsciously. If I'm saying probably, I mean subconsciously. Like, I just like seeing you happy.
Mm,
And I know that I'm not good at the other things. So if I buy you something that I know you're into, at least I get to see you happy.
yeah.
Like, whatever it takes to make you happy, that's all I want to do. Um, so will I go into financial poor decision for you? Yes, but is it for you or is it for me? And sometimes it has been for me. I'm not saying recently, but definitely in the past. Like,
Yeah.
I will get that because I know, well, I'm not doing any of the other things right. At least I can, I can give them this and they'll be happy. Right. So,
I think that mindset, it's kind of like having a baby to save a relationship
oh,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
it's wrong. Do not do that. Like, do not buy somebody something with the expectation of a response. First of all,
Hmm.
know your partner. Like, I know that, like, your excitement level on things that's really cool. Like, that's it. That's where it peaks and then we're done.
Yeah.
Unless you got excited about it on your own. But when it comes to giving you gifts, if I come into it like, I just really want him to just be like, oh my God, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, I love you. Kiss me, hug me. That's not you.
Hmm.
Um, do I like to see you happy? Do I know what makes you happy? And do I know the outer signals? Yes. So I do have to watch that. And I think people in general just need to know that, like, if you are, if you're putting you and your couple or you and your spouse into, you touch my foot, mess me up.
I'm sorry, you were hitting where my mic would be, so
Sorry.
make noises.
All right. Um, So if you you and your partner are getting into a financial like situation over it or you are doing it for the wrong reasons, just don't do it.
Yep.
Find something else. Make something.
Yep.
All I
That's
could think
actually
about
on
was a
the
mud
list.
pie.
A mud pie.
I don't know. I don't know where that came from.
But yeah, making something's actually on that list. You can find or make something.
I think that was the first thing probably.
Mhm.
And then the gift of self. I have no idea what you mean by that.
Okay, so that means making yourself available and present. It kind of sounds a lot like, and again, it's been a little bit since I've read this section, and also because I knew gifts neither were good for me or you. Maybe I didn't pay attention to it subconsciously, but um, ultimately, it's just making yourself available for that person. Not necessarily in the acts of service way, but if you're working a lot and you're not home,
Mm.
give that time to your partner. And I think if I'm remembering correctly, that's kind of what he was saying in that.
I'd like to go back and look at that because I feel like gift of self, what I reflexively think of is like giving me as a person to you,
Mhm.
right? So it's not just quality time. Like if you want if you want me to scratch your back, I'll do that. That is an act of service, but it is my body literally giving to you. Like, hey, go get that for me. I know it's an act of service, but I'm literally giving my I might have something else going on. I'm going to give that to you. I'd be really interested to know what they mean by gift of self because I don't
And I
remember that part.
think it may have been talking about date nights as well.
Hmm.
Like, make sure you completely plan date nights. So that's another kind of gift of self.
Hmm. We'll have to go back.
Yep.
And then we're on to the next one.
All right, we're
I
getting
know.
there. We're freaking making some progress now. We've
We're over halfway there.
Yep. Just takes a while because of all of our tangent, but I think that is good and people learn about us a little bit more that way. Um, with that, I know this is I think a shorter episode. Let's see how long we were.
45.
Can't tell how long we were recording. Oh my!
What?
I can't tell if the camera's actually messed up and it's glitching where it looks like you're being inappropriate. Maybe I can get the
And
maybe I can get the footage off your camera. But anyway, I hope so because that's not good.
I'm embarrassed for me.
All right, so let's
Oh,
wrap it up.
man.
Yeah. Oh, this has already been 43 minutes, so that's pretty good.
Yep.
Um, so a couple things. One thing that we haven't brought up in a while is the email. Don't forget to send us emails. We will read them on stream or on.
Pictures of your feet, hate mail, whatever.
No, no, don't do that. Not unless you want us to repost them on Feet Finder. But yeah, email us so we can respond to those emails and kind of give some advice where we can give some advice. And yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time, stay a little odd out there, guys. Laird, have you done your homework?
No, all I can look at is your half sock foot.
Leave it be.
He's got no sock on one foot and
'Cause
a
I'm
half sock
rubbing
going
my
on,
own
and
foot.
then I'm doing whatever that is in the camera.
We'll leave a little bit of that in there.
Not because we are.
Yeah. All right. That's actually pretty good. I think that's your catchphrase right there.
Okay.
Stay odd because we are. All right. We'll see you in the next one. Ta ta for now. Roll that music, beautiful me.